a new member to the 𝐎.𝐒 Strong Academy. That's my new pup here, Kokoro, one of my clients and mentorship clients, Wendy Sturek. Everybody in the 𝐎.𝐒 team and the Level Up team has something to give and a specialty. So it's amazing how that works. The network is strong. What you're gonna learn is, there is no shortcut. There is no black belt in 1 year. If there is, you're going to the wrong fucking place. But you're gonna build this spirit within you. And even though we all have weaknesses within us, that 80%, that inner bitch, you can overcome that once you become conscious of it and work every day towards making your Kokoro a little stronger. And you fumble around while you're doing it, what's gonna happen? That client's gonna have zero confidence and probably hit the road. So stay tuned and check out these awesome pointers.
For me, it was following an actual regimented plan. And the fact that I was able to see objective gains, every time.
One man shit show. The Canadian Grizzly.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the One Man Shit Show, episode 14. And well, we got a new member to the 𝐎.𝐒 Strong Academy. That's my new pup here, Kokoro. It's a Japanese name for spirit or heart or soul. And it means a lot to me because, I feel in Japan, it's very spiritual over there. And I got to find myself and grow up there basically since I was, 22 to 34. And, I found my own Kokoro. So Kokoro is a Japanese Akita dog. And they're known for their fierceness in the prefecture of Akita, and they used to be there to hunt bears and so on. So today we're gonna dive into our soul a bit. We've got Kokoro, she's cheering me on. And just having a new pup around really brings a lot of quality to my life. And everybody in the gym loves her. If you're in Calgary, you wanna train in a gym that has a cute pup, come by and see me.
Awesome sauce. Celebrate the awesomeness.
99, 100. Oh God, yeah. Woo. Awesome sauce. And well, what you just saw was an amazing new invention by Mark Bell, and that is his bicep board. Okay, so the original bicep board from Mark Bell. You saw how it works there. My hands are supinated, and so you're taking out the whole gripping part of bicep curl, and so that lets you focus more on hitting and isolating that. So pretty awesome, shameless kind of product launch there, or sort of product kind of shout out. But what I want to say today is awesome sauce, and the Level Up 12-week program has started. And it's amazing. I've got 20 plus people in it, and a lot of them are already from my community. And the first week has been awesome, and I've got to reconnect with a few people, and one of them was one of my clients and mentorship clients, Wendy Sturek. And she reached out to me right at the beginning of the whole pandemic thing and needed a mentor. She finished the program and just didn't feel like she had enough knowledge as a trainer. And I went on to train her and mentor her for the better part of a year and a bit. And she's got her home gym and everything going on. I helped her build her home gym, and she's running on her own online stuff. She really, female clients really kick ass if you ask me. But we reconnected this week on this Level Up program, and we were all sharing some awesome moments from the week. She said, you know what, my awesome moment of the week, Russ, was, one of your people that you've trained through MMA has reached out to me, saw our video we did previously about what she does. See, Wendy has MS, and she's had it for most of her life since she was in her 20s. And she has been able to basically be symptom-free just by proper diet, exercise, and nutrition. So imagine that. Most people think that they get MS and they're going to be wheelchair bound and be in a bad position, eventually die young. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. And so he reached out, he or she, I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, but reached out to Wendy and said, you know, my father has this condition and, you know, he's not doing well. Well, she's been working with him for about 6 weeks and, well, he's doing a lot better now, just through her advice. And so, you know, I just love that connection that, you know, I was able to help someone indirectly just by, you know, forming this network of people and people around me. Everybody in the Muteki team and the Level Up team has, you know, something to give and a specialty. So it's amazing how that works. The network is strong, and that's pretty awesome.
Mindset Minute.
Okay, everybody, Mindset Minute, and as promised, we're going to talk about Kokoro, or heart, spirit in Japanese, and that's the name of my dog here. She's just chilling. You know, it's pretty important to me to relay this information, and that is, you know, I'll let her go down here. She's a little restless. But, you know, in Japan, I lived there 11 years. I tell you every episode, but that's one of the biggest parts of my life. So, you know, deal with it. But I have so much I learned there to share with you guys. And, you know, one thing I can say is it's kind of built into the society, almost like they have their own operating system over in Japan. You know, there is very little crime. You know, people don't steal from you. I've left phones and wallets all over the place while I was there, being a drunken bum, and I always got them back. No money taken. So it was, you know, it's a special place that they have. It's in the heart and spirit of Japan, which I really do miss. That's one of the biggest things I miss about not being there. But people often say, I've heard it said that, you know, you can't build heart. You know, it's built within you from when you're born. But I don't believe that, because you can build up your spirit and your heart. It's just like your willpower, and, you know, it's a muscle. So you got to work at this shit. Your spirit is something you got to work on every day. And if you are, you know, some days you wake up a little weak. Like today, I kind of woke up and I was feeling, you know, some negative thoughts. Talked about it this week in my program, but here's a fact for you. You know, we have about 6 to 22,000 thoughts a day, and 80% of those are negative. So think about that. 8% of everything that you think about is negative ass shit. And then of that, you know, 8% of negative stuff, every day it's the same stuff. 95% of those thoughts are the same topics every day. So you're just walking around every day, repeating the same ass shit, you know, limiting beliefs, whatever, as to why you can't do shit. And no, you can work on this stuff. So one thing I recommend doing is getting in there and training a martial art. I mean, it sounds cliche, but get in there and do it. It's very honorable and beautiful if you do a traditional one, even if it's mixed martial arts. What you're gonna learn is, you know, there is no shortcut. There is no black belt in 1 year. If there is, you're going to the wrong fucking place. But you're gonna build this spirit within you. And even though we all have weaknesses within us, that 8%, that inner bitch, you can overcome that once you become conscious of it and work every day towards making your Kokoro a little stronger. And, you know, you fast forward some years, decades, and you're kicking ass beyond everybody else. Okay? Take that into consideration.
Level Up. Fitness Business Coaching.
What is up, everybody? Level Up. Fitness Business Coaching. Just want to let you know that the first week of, you know, my 12-week program has started. It's gone amazingly. The first unit or week, we're talking about dialing in your mindset and setting some goals, like your 5-year plan, and, you know, just connecting with, you know, the community. And we do a lot of work where we're, you know, breaking out and talking to each other one-on-one interviews. It's very therapeutic, but you're going to learn a lot of things with the whole curriculum down the road. And if you're thinking, oh, well, it's already started, I can't join in, you're wrong, because this program is evergreen. So every unit I make, every week that goes by, gets stored in kind of a members only access, and you can go back and go over that unit, study it, and then jump into any of the calls all the way down to the end of the 12 weeks. Once we're done 12 weeks, well, this is going to be all of my units, and then we're going to be doing 2 question and answer calls every week, same time, Tuesdays at noon Mountain Standard Time and Saturdays at noon Mountain Standard Time. So, I mean, there's so much to learn here, and I got so much to pass on to you guys. So jump in now. I got 10 more spots where I'm going to give you a very good rate until then, and then we're jumping up. So definitely take advantage of that. Okay, today guys, we're going to go over how to do a live kind of periodization for a client. Let's say they're right in front of me right here, and I'm going to tell them who I am and what I'm about and what we're going to do for them. And if you don't learn this skill, and you fumble around while you're doing it, what's going to happen? That client's going to have zero confidence and probably hit the road. So stay tuned and check out these awesome pointers. Okay, everybody, so potential client, his name's Bill. His body weight is 280 pounds. His height is 6'3". Well, his body fat, unfortunately, isn't so good. We're right around 35%. So, if you do that BMI, we're looking at some obesity. But hey, according to BMI, I'm one of the fattest fucks out there, so don't believe in that all the time. Okay, so first thing you need to do is create a shorter cycle, or micro-meso cycle. So I like to break it down into 12 weeks. Okay, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. So 12 weeks equals 3 months. And why do we do this? Well, it's kind of the timeline I find is the best to get some results, not our end result. Sometimes if it's a shorter goal, it's fine. 12 weeks. So I always periodize for 12 weeks as kind of my meso cycle, and then a macro cycle, or larger cycle, usually about 6 months to a year. Now, let's say, Bill here, he wants to drop down. He wants to get back to, where he was and kind of, graduating high school, whatever. So we're going to have a goal weight. Goal weight is going to be 205 pounds, let's say. Okay. Height, we're not going to change. Body fat, let's get him down to under 20%. So let's go 19 for now. So these are our long-term goals. So that's, 75 pounds. That's quite a bit. That won't fit into our shorter cycle here. But what I want to do is gain some trust by saying, listen, you can lose about 1 to 2 pounds every week. So let's shoot for a short-term goal of roughly minus 10 pounds. Per month. So, I think, 2 pounds per week. If we really push it, roughly 10 pounds. So let's go for a minus 20 to 30 pounds. You don't want to guarantee an exact number, but you can get them in that range. Okay. So there, we're going to go through some stages. Number 1, usually if they haven't been training for a while, it's going to be, kind of an adaptation phase. So here we're going to be teaching them how to do, technique, proper technique. I always go, show the compound movements: overhead press, bench press, then we go into deadlift and squat. So I'm going to teach them all those proper techniques, get them going on a higher volume, which means higher rep ranges, getting them used to that. Then we're going to dial it in more into probably a hypertrophy stage. And that just means muscle building. And don't mind my chicken scratch, I can barely read it. So we're doing muscle building. And so here, we've dialed in our technique. Now we're going to do some more, probably I'd say from 8 to 12 rep range, and we're going to increase the weights a bit, get them more dialed in, and probably go through this phase. I would even extend it to the 3rd month, but on top of that, so we're doing this type of stuff, I would definitely get in a little bit of, HIIT training, high intensity interval training. And then, we're going to really need to tune in nutrition. So I have some tricks up my sleeve. I've gone over it in previous podcasts, but nutrition is key. So we're going to have to really dial that in. So I think this is our big phase where we're going to really start peeling off that weight. And then we're going to hit here. We're going to extend that kind of lean muscle building. And then we're going to really focus also on body fat reduction. So here we're going to really pick up our intensity in kind of the cardio training. Luckily I have a gym here. We do a lot of, MMA training, kickboxing, boxing, and stuff on top of the weights. So another thing, what you need to be doing is maybe here they're training 3 times a week. We're going to bump it up to 4 and 5. Sometimes there's not a budget for that, but by the time you show them everything, they're going to be able to come to the gym at least 2-3 times more on their own. So after you periodize something amazing like this for them, show them that you have a plan, and in 3 months we're going to get you to 30 pounds and below. And hopefully what you need to do is, how does this help you in your business? Well, I want to train with someone in that time, if we really seriously want to do it, 3 times a week. Okay, 3 times a week, 60-minute sessions. Okay, 3 times a week, 60-minute sessions. And so what that gives you is a way to tell them, well, in these 12 weeks, we need to train 36 times. So that will be 36 sessions. So here you have your time frame and everything you're going to do. Here you're going to have, the number of sessions you need to do to get there. You're basically prescribing them, a plan. And when you equate whatever you charge per session, let's just say, $80 per session times 36, that equals a good chunk of money for you and your business. And I'll let you do the math, but yeah, it's pretty amazing just to be able to periodize properly, all right in front of someone. And yeah, that's how I do it. It's kind of chicken scratch, but hey, you gotta have confidence in what you do. Okay guys, so there you have it, a little quick periodization on what I like to do. And so, the biggest thing is having confidence. And I know a lot of you out there that might be new to personal training don't have that confidence yet. And why? Because you've probably never taken someone on a transformation journey, such as weight loss or whatnot. So, it's having that confidence comes with experience. So I really, want you to start working on these things and try to get, plans together. And if you're a little, hesitant about, getting someone to actually lose 50 to 70 pounds, reach out to someone that actually has done that. And, mentorships at gyms are very common. Or if you need any of my advice, I can give you a game plan. I've done it for dozens and dozens of people. Done it for myself. A year ago, I was a fat fuck. Okay, I was 370 pounds, and now I'm down to 300. I'm making a push right now, drop her down even below that. So I know how to do it. I know how to do it right. I'm still strong as hell. Getting leaner, and you got to do it the right way. There's a lot of crash diets I see out there, or some of these, shitty gyms that give you, quick hit workouts and then make you starve yourself. And what are you really doing? It's going to be a rebound at the end of the day. So you got to do these things right. So tune in. I'm going to give little hints and advice every week on Level Up.
Fuel Up. Sponsored by Magnum Supplements.
What is up, everybody? Today I'm going to shout out Magnum's Thrust on Fuel Up here. I always test out these products before I shout them out, and I've been using Thrust for about a month now, and let me tell you, this is working. I definitely feel that kind of that rage again inside me. I'm 42 years old, and that's when your testosterone starts dipping down. But this is a natural testosterone booster. It has some pretty awesome ingredients, ones that normally aren't used because they're too expensive to include. But yeah, other clients of mine that are, even 50 years old are trying them and they're loving it. Yeah, you kind of get an extra boost of energy. So definitely try Thrust if you're feeling like you need a little bit of a thrust in your workouts. It's definitely working for me. And check out their webpage. They've got a ton of products, and they're all nutraceuticals, which means they're pharmaceutical grade. In fact, when I get stuff delivered here at the gym, they're delivered in like a medical delivery van. It's not your standard, UPS guy chucking a half open box on your doorstep. These guys are serious about their products. And I tell my clients, you could be going to Costco, getting some feed grade pig slop and put that in your body, or start treating yourself like a sports car. Get that high octane supplementation inside so you can fuel your workouts and really excel and not feel like you're poisoning yourself.
Top secret information. Technique Geek.
What's up, everybody? Technique Geek. Today we're not going to be hitting weights, and we're not going to be watching Abby do miracle things and me being a douche canoe. But we want to talk about some technique for you to be consistent and actually get gains. I met Abby at a bigger gym that we both worked at roughly 5 years ago, and yeah, he was pretty strong back then, but definitely not compared to now. And I have, I've always said my client Eric for MMA, he just listened to what I said and stayed consistent and just did the things that you're supposed to do, follow the program. And Abby is kind of one of those guys too, that's stayed consistent and gotten to a point now where he's doing some crazy lifts in the gym, and we'll show a few of them here. So Abby, I just wanted to ask you, what would you say in the last 5 years was the thing that kept you going the most, and how do you remain consistent? Tell these people.
Okay, so I got to preface with when I first met Russ, I didn't really have a plan when I went to the gym. I would just show up and just do whatever the hell I felt like doing. And at that time, it just seemed like, chest and arms. Not really a lot of legs going on. I think Russ will remember when I first met him, I told him I'm never doing squats again.
Yeah, he's like, no, I hurt my knees in intramurals or something in college or university. I'm good to do bench, I'm good to do deads, but no squats. I'm like, excuse me? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So I think the biggest game changer for me was following an actual regimented plan. And the fact that I was able to see objective gains, every time I would finish a lifting cycle or any time I would finish a program, and just kind of kept me going. And having a really supportive coach was also a really helpful thing for me as well. He always kept me accountable. We worked at the same place, so I couldn't really escape from him.
Tried a few times. We had our ups and downs, a few rough patches, a few missing in action moments, but
he was able to keep me accountable. He got me lifting right. He got me in a pretty good mindset to be able to chase after my goals in and out of the gym, and he also got me eating right as well. I think one of the things he recommended for me was like a meal prep bag, and I was a university student at the time, still am, but I was being able to just keep my food with me all the time and not having to starve myself through the day or be in a situation where I'm just feeling hungry or having to eat shitty food outside. That was really helpful in elevating my gains to the next level. And I don't care who you are, when you're seeing objective gains and you see yourself lifting more things, bigger things, doing things that you couldn't do before, you are going to be addicted.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If you really gotta get your mind clear in the gym. But I also think I saw a lot of growth with Abby. The crazy thing about him, he put himself through university, working night shifts at the gym. He'd be up all night and go right to classes. I've seen, that hard work ethic. But would you say, Abby, like the work you put in the gym makes everyday life a little easier because you get past certain, mental warfare much easier because you do it in the gym every day?
Yeah, I would definitely say that helps. One of the best things I learned from the gym is just showing up for yourself all the time and always like picking you. And that was something I kind of struggled with in my early 20s. I was kind of just trying to figure out my way in this life, and showing up for myself at the gym was kind of a catalyst for me to show up for myself in other places in my life as well, show up for myself when it comes to my education, show up for myself when it comes to like, you know, my relationships in life as well. So it's like a lot of things just kind of revolved around showing up, and I think that's a really important thing. Even if you, and I would, as for advice for new people that are just trying to get into the gym, even if all you do in the gym when you show up is just like even 30 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes, even 10, 15 minutes, it's just as long as you show up and build that habit, it's gonna pay dividends in the long run.
Definitely. Great advice, Abby. Yeah. So the rule is show the fuck up. And I also want to say is your life, make it a little more boring, because, you know, all Abby and I do is basically go to the gym, work out, eat, sleep. He studies and tries to get a hard, Jesus.
Jesus. What's going wrong here?
Tries to get a hard ass. He tries to get ahead in life, and you know he's already killed 1 degree, got an awesome, you know, GPA. Chose to go on and become an accountant now, and I just see him, you know, studying and getting those straight A's all the time. And I feel like it all comes together, just like when I have clients that are further in life in their professions. When they start hitting the gym, being consistent here, things in your life get easier, they get better. You feel good, you look good, you're gonna go out there and smash life. So make sure you stay consistent and show up.
Good.
One last thing I wanna talk about is, if you're in a larger gym in a men's changing room, put on a fucking towel. Abby and I have seen so many dicks up close that we didn't want to. And when you're out there, you know, showering and changing, follow some etiquette. A douche!